Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do another from the bottom up reading. If you guys aren't familiar with this reading, the way that it goes is I will be, doing the reading strictly using the cards from the bottom of the deck. To see the energy there. If you've been watching my channel, for me, I personally connect and, get a lot of messages just from the bottom of the deck alone. So I decided to, try out this spread. I've done one already, so I am set to do another one. I did change the camera view so that you guys can, see the cards. But other than that, you guys know the normal spiel. Energy is vice versa or interchangeable. This could be you, someone you're connected to, someone you may be around, or it may have nothing to do with you at all. So as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that we all have the masculine and feminine energy. So gender does not matter. And also, know that time is fluid. So this is energy that could have already passed for you, energy that you may presently be going through right now, or energy that may be still to come for you. So with that said, we're going to jump right in and see what messages come out for this from the bottom up. So I'm going to start out with the mixed emotions deck. I will then be following up with the Witch's Tarot and getting some guidance or advice from the Work Your Light Oracle. So let's see what's going on. This is a general reading. It's not specific to any zodiac sign. So what messages do we need in regards to the collective? For anyone who may need a message of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, and understanding. What messages do we need for the collective at this time? Messages do we need in regards to the collective? Time. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to jump right in. So starting off the bottom of the deck, we have unfulfilled, which says dissatisfied, incomplete, or purposeless. So this could be, unfulfilled within yourself, unfulfilled, in a job, in a relationship, in your surroundings, as you see, there is a hole in the heart area. So you could just be feeling, unfulfilled at this time. Something may, have you frustrated. It says prevented, hindered, or blocked. But then we have respectful, which says differential, courteous, and admiring. So this could, definitely be in regards to, a connection you may have with someone that either you hold in high regard or they hold you in high regard. Then we have sad, which says unhappy, joyless, and dejected. And then up under that, we have resentful, indignant, offended, and bitter. And we're going to end off with, you know, compassionate. That's where I'm going to stop. That's where I feel guided to stop. So what I'm feeling like right now, just off of these cards here, is like, especially with respectful being in the middle. Like I said, this could be, you know, someone that you hold in high regard, someone you have or hold a lot of respect for. If this is a connection, you know, it could be a boss, a coworker, a relationship, a friendship, a family relation. But the cards around it are telling me like you're just not, you know, happy with where it stands at this time. Maybe, you know, it brought you a sense of fulfillment and it's not now. So it may have you feeling, you know, sad, or, you know, this could be the other person. Take it how it resonates. But it may be in regards to, you know, with the resentful card, I'm just feeling like in a way that you've acted or they've acted, especially with it saying indignant, offended, or bitter. And then with the frustrated card, I'm feeling like, you know, you could be, you know, in your car right now. I'm getting that for some of you. You may even be, you know, stuck in traffic. But it says prevented, hindered, or blocked. So you could be blocked or they could have you blocked. The way he's looking at his watch here, you know, time could be a factor right now. Maybe you feel like, you know, you've ran out of time or there's not enough time to even maybe bring this, you know, back into this respectful, you know, mutual respect between, you know, whatever this is for you. But being that it's two people on this card, it could be playing out between you and another person. But what I'm just feeling is that, you know, with compassionate, it says empathetic, caring, and sympathetic. So maybe, you know, you want to show some compassion, and whatever happened, you know, you may even be mad at yourself with the hateful card up under that says hostile, vengeful, or spiteful. But with the compassionate energy, I'm just feeling like it's almost giving me like a Six of Pentacles vibe of wanting to, you know, give back to the situation. It's giving me like a Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups vibes. But we'll see what the tarot has to say. That was the Death card. So maybe there was a transformation in, you know, a relationship, a friendship, you know, a career. But what messages do we need for this spread in regards to the energy as it pertains to the collective? What messages do we need? To the spread and the energy surrounding the collective at this time. What messages do we need? I will not be doing any, you know, clarifications since we're just reading the deck from, you know, as we pull from the bottom. So, you know, whatever comes out is what comes out. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands, which, you know, is fire energy. You know, it speaks to, you know, fast moving energy as well. But I get like, you know, kind of like a passion, a drive, wanting to, you know, go after something. But it is a very, you know, ungrounded energy. You know, they consider the Knight of Wands, you know, an in and out, flighty type of energy. But I'm not feeling this on this card. I'm feeling like, you know, there may be something or something that even that you may have went after. But let's see what comes out. We have the Knight of Wands, the Hangman, Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the World. Now I'll do another row. The Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups coming out under unfulfilled, I feel like, you know, like I said, this could be in regards to love. I mean, we do have the Ace of Cups here. So it, you know, could specifically pertain to love for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. But I'm feeling like, especially with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups here, that, you know, there was, you know, something that you moved towards, or you at least wanted to move towards, or in this Knight of Wands energy that, you know, coming out under unfulfilled is giving me the feeling that like, how can I put it? Like you almost like you approached it in the wrong way. And with the Four of Cups, it's like now you're like, you know, the Four of Cups is an energy of, you know, discontentment. You know, normally, I mean, even on this one, he's looking at the Three Cups. And on this one, it's a mermaid, you know, that's holding the fourth cup. But all you're focused on is the three. So it's kind of like, I feel like an energy of like a lost love. Almost like the well ran dry is what I just heard. And it could have been because of this Knight of Wands behavior. But coming out up under frustrated, we have the Hangman with the Nine of Cups. So it's like, you know, the Hangman is stuck energy, which further clarifies this frustrated energy. And being that this is the Nine of Cups, it was like, you know, it's almost like you were trying to come to a higher perspective. Or, you could have been stuck in this Knight of Wands energy, and you ended up passing on something that was the Nine of Cups for you, which is your own personal, like wish fulfillment, emotional satisfaction. Because then we have between the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups is the Five of Cups. So there is, some regret here. But with respectful, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's almost like you want to, a new beginning with this energy. You want a new emotional beginning, a new solid beginning with this energy. Because it's almost like, especially with the respectful card, you want to come to like almost, like I said, a mutual, like a meeting in the middle. And literally it's in the middle. With the Ace of Cups is like an offer of love, and the Ace of Pentacles is, a new, solid beginning, a new opportunity. I'm also getting off of this Knight of Wands too, that you could have been, like driven by your ego, and it caused you to pass up this opportunity here. And with the Four of Cups. And now with sad, it's like with the Six of Cups and the King of Wands, it's almost like this is feeling like that regret energy. Like you regret in the past, not taking action. Because the King of Wands, he's passionate. He goes after what he wants. He knows what he wants, and he acts. But, the Knight of Wands is sitting. He's not taking the action. And then in the Six of Cups, it could have been, a soulmate connection. But it represents, patterns, childhood. And again, like I see, like there's two people in this card, two people in this card, two people in this card, and two people in this card. And I think, like, with the resentful here, it's like next to sad is telling me, like, it's almost like you're harboring, the resentful energy because you're almost like sad it ended, especially with the World and the Lovers here. The World and the Lovers. Because, the World is endings and new beginnings. And the Lovers, it could be, a divinely guided connection. It could also be, a decision. You could be, resentful over a past decision that you made. But with Justice on the bottom, this is either saying, like, you want to balance it out and bring justice to the situation by even, I'm feeling like trying to offer up some compassion towards whoever or whatever this is, the situation. Or with the Justice card, it could be saying, like, it's almost like, justice is looked at as, karma coming in and balancing the scales. almost like you want to make it right. They're telling me to, you know, get another row, so we're gonna just keep going. So we have the Justice card, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, the Magician, and the Fool. So yeah, bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles. And so with Justice here, is like I said, it's either this is, you know, actual you wanting to balance the scales or bring in this justice, but I also feel like you want to almost come in and make this right. And then with the Knight of Swords, you know, the Knight of Swords is fast incoming communication. Maybe you're wanting to, you know, either communicate, or, you know, the Knight of Swords comes in and cuts things out as well. So as the Hangman, you know, maybe you're gonna, you know, cut yourself down, unstick yourself, so that, and, you know, gain that higher perspective. And then with the King of Swords, it's like, especially with the Knight of Swords here, this is a maturation, and cutting yourself down will give you the enlightenment of the Hangman. And with the King of Swords, you know, it's like, you know, now you know that it, like I said, it's almost like a bring back together, bring something back around, especially with the Magician here. Because in the past, you could have manipulated the situation between, you know, whatever this is. Especially as this King of Wands energy. But with the Fool, it's like now you want to create almost this lover's energy. And with the World, you know, it's like endings and new beginnings. The new beginning is here. And it's like now with the Nine of Wands, or excuse me, the Nine of Pentacles and the Strength card, it's like maybe you lacked the confidence, and now you have, like, now you have it. And are ready, you know, and are ready to, you know, go after it with this, in this Knight of Wands energy. Because whatever situation you're in now, you're not fulfilled, it's unfulfilling. Then we have the Five of Swords up under that, which is like, you know, for me, the Five of Swords is like feeling defeated, or, you know, it's also, you know, that ego. But with the Hierophant, it's like you came into, you know, it could have been in regards to your belief systems also. And now, you know, it's almost like you've gained like some higher knowledge. You see the two keys there. And you want to move this forward and elevate from this Knight of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles, coming in more solid, more grounded, more stable, more practical. But it's almost like you're trying to come up with a plan with the Three of Pentacles. You're trying to formulate a plan. Wow, I like it. I like it. Sometimes I swear, like, the bottom of the deck is so clear cut when it comes to the stories. Yeah. That sometimes, you know, clarification is not needed. But we're gonna grab the guidance or advice, and that'll be this reading. Our bottom of the deck for this go round. Just move these up, and then we'll go over all of the deck bottoms, because this compassionate is also giving me like Ace of Cups vibes, like coming in and wanting to offer up. Either, and you know, birds are air, but blue represents communication. You could have been mad at yourself for not communicating, you know, how you felt to, you know, to the person, because it was someone that, you know, you trusted with the trust card and was, you know, ultimately grateful for. And you could, you know, there could be some jealousy in the mix, because you may even be, you know, you might see this person with someone else or be feeling like they have someone else. I don't feel that here, but it could be, you know, a possibility for some of you all, if it's in regards to, you know, love. But if it's, you know, in regards to work, it's almost like maybe you passed some, you know, the opportunity was passed up from you to, you know, another employee. But take it how it resonates. Maybe it was an opportunity that you passed up that was given to, you know, someone else. Because maybe, like I said, you lacked the confidence. Maybe you felt like you couldn't do it. Or you weren't, almost like, I'm hearing like qualified, but you were. And especially if this is work, like, for some people, because I've had that come up in another reading. And what I like to say is, you know, just because if there's a job that you want and you have all of the qualifications except for one, don't let that one stop you from applying or going after it. And you know, that doesn't even just have to apply to work. That can apply to, you know, relationships too. You know, so, you know, you can't not sell yourself short, because you may have skills that overcompensate the one skill that you don't, but that doesn't mean that you don't qualify. Well, what guidance or advice do we need? I will say there's almost like a want to communicate. You may be getting some communication like abruptly. Like this Knight of Swords is like screaming at me. Because it's almost like, as this King of Swords, you're ready now. You're ready to communicate more groundedly, more, you know, clearly, in regards to, you know, either what you want or what this person means to you, or, you know, like I said, you, them, or them, you. But what's the guidance or advice in regards to this energy and spread for the collective? guidance or advice for the collective. I'm gonna do one more. Alright, so we have bottom of the deck is Keepers of the Earth. And I feel like whatever the situation is, person, place, or thing, whatever it is, it says Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So whatever, because the Justice card can also be a decision as well as the Lovers. So with whatever decision you make, it's almost like you're being, you know, spiritually guided, and you have support behind you, which is not shocking with you showing up here as the Nine of Pentacles. And oh my God, you cannot make this up. And as I said that, we got the Akasha. And it says, your guidance is divinely guided. Wow. Then up under that, we have the Inner Temple, devotion. Tune into your heart portal, which right now you're not tuned in to because you're unfulfilled. So now it's like you're ready to go after almost your heart's desire with something that you may have passed up in the future. I mean, in the past, whatever this Ace of Cups was. And then it's here again. And then the bottom of the deck says, the Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So for some of you, this could be like a past life soulmate connection that you feel is lost, or, you know, that you lost the opportunity. But I see it here with both the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the King of Swords. Like, it's almost like you're sure now. Or like I said, maybe you were unsure before, lacking confidence, but not as this King of Swords, because the King of Swords is sure. He knows. And he's, you know, determined and, you know, level-headed. Where you could have been very ungrounded, showing up as these knights. But you didn't take action in the past as this King of Wands, because you could have really truly been stuck in your ego. But it's like you almost transmuted the King of Wands energy with the Magician into the King of Swords. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Wow, this was like, I'm almost blown away. And whatever, you know, the situation is, Spirit got your back. And I said it and it came right out. Your guidance is divinely guided. Just, you need to tune in to what you feel in your heart. And I'm going to read that one, and then that'll be the reading. Wow. Inner Temple, let's see. And that's the action card. The Akasha is a transmission card, and Keepers of the Earth is an activation card. So yeah, you could be being activated right now. Both of these are activation cards, the Age of Light and the Keepers of the Earth. But I'm being guided to read this Inner Temple. So it says, the Inner Temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. You are being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be called to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm, to develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart. But you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you. And so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn. And you are being called to go deeper into your soul growth or to increase your devotion by being a student of a lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you have already been a committed student, then you are being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are and that the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you are questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards devotion in this prayer. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer. And the Work Your Light action for this card is to commit to a daily devotional practice. So you may need to, start meditating daily. Start, if meditation is not something that, you're comfortable with, start, just sitting in silence so that you can get this divine guidance from your spirit and your ancestors. And if you don't have the courage yet, that's going to help you, because this is something, whatever this experience is something you've been training for. And then look, up under that we have play. It says have fun and celebrate. Don't be so serious. Look at that. So yes, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm telling you, bottom of the deck be having the juice. I'm always like, I don't know what it is or why ever since I started doing my cards, I always, flipped over the bottom of the deck, because, there's each reading is a story, but you can't just, try to see it from one side. So that's why I decided to, start doing this like this and just pulling off. And you guys see me shuffle is completely random, but the story is here. And 3 different decks. 3 completely different decks at that. So like I said, this has been your From the Bottom Up reading. I will keep doing these. I don't know if I'm going to do them weekly. Maybe I'll do them every 2 weeks, because I do a weekly reading. I do the monthlies, mid-monthlies, the ones where, I'm guided by spirit, in the moment. And I also do, a weekend read as well. So, as well as, I had started with the moon transits, but I'm going to start moving into, all of the new transits that we have slowly as I, get acclimated to the energy of, the different planets and what they all mean, as I continue learning along my own journey. So like I said, I thank you all for tuning in with me. Yes, the angle changed, but this is so you guys can see the cards and actually see how I do this reading, because every other reading I normally take jumping cards, unless I'm guided in the moment to do it a different way by spirit. But I like this. So yeah, again, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I hope it resonated for some of you. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you all on the next one. All right, later.